Hello Internet, my name is Vic. Welcome to a testosterone update. And also a life update. My life is hectic, it's always hectic, and I'm always having something that is coming up or something I have to do or another obligation, and I don't do YouTube for a living, so like there is no deadline on when I should have a video up and running, so there is that. But I do still like to keep some sort of chronological life on a YouTube. That's what I've done. My YouTube has been around forever, but I just wanted to start off with a lot has happened in these past months. I'm not going to touch too much on my family situation because I talk about that in the videos that I'm editing, and I haven't finished editing them at the time I'm shooting this. I just want to make that clear, so I'm going to be referencing those videos still, so if you have not watched those, go watch them. It has been a minute for the content. I originally started the channel to kind of have an outlet for everything. I'm going to start with the testosterone update, and we're going to do it kind of quickly because in the last one that I did do, I took more time to talk about details. There hasn't really been any changes that really stand out as testosterone goes. We're going to go ahead and start head to toe. I shaved my head. I do this around this time of year. If right here, it does look like it has gone in a little bit, so that's kind of changed a little bit, but I think that's just me getting my 30 hairline. 30 is coming up, and that's just a big milestone for a lot. I'm gonna make like some sort of recap or video collage of like me through the years and where I am now. So that's like an ever-pressing thing that's on the back of my mind that it's coming up. So going down, I shaved my beard, but it's already back. It's been less than a month since I shaved it down to basically just stubble. It's come back full force, but it's getting there. My voice has gotten a little bit deeper since the last couple months. I'm starting to get more of a handle on singing low ranges in songs. My shoulders have gotten broader continuously because of what I do for work. Speaking of work, I have changed jobs. This will be the third time in this past where I made these videos. Coming up next week, I'm going to be a line cook again. I've been bouncing between those jobs, and that's been very stressful for me. A stable source of income is always nice, but I've learned now that I'm at an age, and even younger, but I basically was exploiting myself. I'm done working jobs that I hate and being exploited for, nothing. I've gotten wider, I've gotten thicker in the sides, and I've gotten more of a stomach now. I've definitely gained weight. I haven't been able to weigh myself, but I know I've gained weight. I've been trying to put on weight. I definitely am, my larges are getting a little tight now. I know in my last update I said I probably would stop at a large, but I think I'm going to eventually have to get extra large. I know I wouldn't be a super skinny dude, and I'm completely okay with that. My chest has stayed about the same size. I'm definitely gonna start using that resistance bar that I got. As far as like my chest, I've gotten chest hair that completely covers from my nipples over. It's like connecting and going straight down all the way. I have a happy trail. I have hair on my shoulders, the backs of my shoulders now. I'm getting a lot of acne there now, a lot more acne. And I'm getting a lot more acne on my face. My face is a lot more greasy, so that's fun. So I sweat a lot more, and I smell different when I sweat now. I've gotten stronger. My arms have gotten a lot more arm hair in parts that they weren't before, like near the crooks of my elbows. My upper arm, kind of like on the underbelly, has gotten a lot of hair. My hands, I feel like, have gotten a little bit wider, and I've gotten a lot more muscle right here. My hands have gotten wider and more veiny, and my veins protrude a lot more all over my arms now. I have had some more bottom growth lately, which has been nice. I can definitely feel a little bit more like pressure there and resistance, kind of like in the beginning. I feel as if my feet have gotten a little bit wider. My shoes are getting a little bit too tight. That's about it on my physical changes. As far as my mental has been, I was having a little bit of trouble after plateauing on the Lamictal and the Remeron, and I was finding that I was my manic episodes were shorter, and they were more like I could get control of myself faster, But as far as my depressive episodes, the swing was so fast and so low that I was, getting trigger warning. I was getting more thoughts of self-harm, suicide, self-destructive impulses were popping up. My BPD has really given me a run for my money. As if now that I know I have BPD, there's a lot more things that I'm aware of. I've been able to pick up more on my switches, and when I'm about to shift completely into a different mindset and a different mode, I'm still trying to learn the basics of that. So I was really worried about that downward spiral, that downward swing that I was having, because that was like entering my danger zone. I should not want to die on medication. I talked to my doctor, and I've been very bad about my therapist. I've been missing a lot of appointments, but it's just been because of work, and I feel terrible, but I've had to keep rescheduling, and I know therapy is going to be a whole entire session, and I already feel guilty, but they're very understanding, and they know that I'm very busy and I have a lot on my plate right now, and I'm not able to move out of here as quickly as I hoped for. I was able to get a car. I have a car now, but I make payments to it, which is just another finance added on. So there is a lot of financial stress that I have right now, and stress on self and pressure in myself and working on myself as things come up, as life does. Life doesn't stop. So just because I'm trying to take that time now to heal my traumatic experiences and heal my brain doesn't mean life's gonna be like, oh, let's pause for a second and let Vic catch up. No. We're just running through this shit like wildfire. So I talked to my provider, or my psychiatrist, and they told me that they were gonna start me on an antipsychotic. When I first heard this, I was like, great, so I'm a psycho. That doesn't necessarily mean you're a psychotic, it just means it's gonna stabilize your mood. Upward manic swing, I'm able to now I can logic myself out of it and talk myself down from the high, and then instead of sinking into a very low depressive mood and not being able to lift my head up out of the water or out of the sand, now I feel like I can grab a hold of the depressive episode part and be like, look dude, it's not the end of the world. You need to stop looking at the ground and start looking up. Keep your hopes high and stop trying to find a reason to not want to be alive. So there's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of emotional roller coasters. It's like my BPD is putting all of its walls and defenses up to keep me from healing, but I'm determined to heal, and I'm starting to do some more spiritual work, and starting to work more with tarot cards and trying to get a handle on what I need to be doing and the direction I need to be taking my life. I'm really having a good experience with those so far, and I plan on furthering my knowledge there. I did want to give kind of a life and a mental update. This video is way shorter than most of my videos, but I kind of got out all I needed to say because I cover all the drama in the other videos about my parents and my family. So anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you for staying tuned, and hopefully I will be coming out with more solid content here soon. But thank you, have a good one, stay safe and stay well, and I'll catch you later.